This is Sapa, a town in northern Vietnam surrounded by towering mountain ranges, golden rice terraces, and some of the most unique culture in all of Southeast Asia. But getting here can be challenging. And once you're here, what do you do? Who is it for? And is it worth it? So let's break it down. Let's do it. We get it. You're considering traveling halfway across the world to spend your hard-earned cash and you just want to get the best experience possible. So let's do this. First, to get into Vietnam, you're going to need a visa. Now, when I first started looking into visas in Vietnam, I did find the official government website didn't look all that great, but once you go through the process, you'll quickly realize it's pretty smooth. There isn't a lot that they do need. It's just $25 US to apply, and it gives you 90 days. So it ends up being a really smooth process. Just make sure you use the official government website to do it. So to get to Sapa, you'll most likely be landing in Hanoi International Airport. And from Hanoi, it's only 6 hours drive. You do have a few options, but the challenge here is getting accurate information. You do have 4 options. The first is a train. Now, a train is nostalgic. It's a sleeper style train. It can be noisy. The second is a bus. And you do actually have sleeper style buses, so you can get your own private cabin VIP sleeper bus. I do recommend that if you're going to do the bus. Another option is a limousine service. These are like your shuttle buses back home, but it's more of a luxury service, and they do provide doorstep to doorstep service as well. And the last option is a private car service. So this is definitely way more pricey, but it does offer you flexibility. You can add your own stops, go at your own pace. So when it comes to getting around Sapa, getting around the town is very easy. So you can essentially walk anywhere you want to around town. Everything's pretty much within walking distance. But everything that you want to see, all the attractions are actually outside of Sapa town. So you do need wheels. Your options are Grab, which can be unreliable. You can rent a bike or you can get a taxis. Now, taxis, you will pay a bit more, but you do have that as an option as well. When it comes to the food in Sapa, you do see a lot of the same stuff served at every place. There's a lot of hot plates, hot pots, and barbecue, as well as the Vietnamese favorites, so pho, noodles, fried rice, and banh mi, as well as burgers, pizza, and pasta are usually on the menu at most places. And when it comes to the local must-tries, you must try the duck hot plate or the pork hot plate, as well as sweet and sour. And if you're really brave, they do serve up horse meat and water buffalo as well. For the accommodation in Sapa, you have everything from your rustic homestays, hostels, to hotels and luxury resorts in town. So it doesn't matter what your budget is, there is something for everyone. You can have mountain views, infinity pools, or budget backpacker hostels as well. It really depends on what you're looking for. I really feel like a coffee, so let's go find a place to grab a coffee and we'll talk about the attractions, who is Sapa for, is it worth it, and what tourists don't like about Sapa. Just come down to the Sapa Terrace Cafe, got myself a nice coconut coffee. As for the attractions, the reasons why people come to Sapa definitely has to be these landscapes. I mean, just look at this. You got Fansipan Mountain just up there, which is where the big Buddha is sitting on the temple. That's a must-see. It's definitely one of the must-do attractions. And just rent a scooter and go check out the rice terraces. There's plenty of small little villages that you can just cruise around on a bike and explore, or you can even pay one of the local guides to take you on the rice terrace treks as well. There's plenty of waterfalls, Moana Sapa, and of course Cat Cat Village. Though I didn't bother with Cat Cat Village, there's too many talks of it's privately owned, selling Chinese goods, and it's not really a representation of the local culture here in Sapa. There are other villages I recommend you do check out that are more ethical and support the local community here. And for the must-see attractions, of course, there's Fansipan, Legend, Moana Sapa, and just spend some time in the rice terraces. As for the nightlife in Sapa, there's only one nightclub, a few bars, so there's not a lot of nightlife here, but that's not the reason you come to Sapa anyway. It's to enjoy the amazing nature that they have here. So how does Sapa compare to other areas in the north here? So you've got Nimben, which is also amazing, lots of attractions, very spiritual. There's a lot of culture and history in Nimben, which dates back thousands of years. There's modern temples and just landscapes that are absolutely breathless. You've also got Halong Bay. The best thing to do is to spend a few days in all of them, experience everything that the north has to offer. But if you are going to choose one over the others, if you're not up for a luxury tour in Halong Bay or riding around rice paddies on a bike in Nimben, you've got the mountain ranges of Sapa if that's your thing. If you like the cooler weather as well, come during winter time, you can maybe catch some snow. And if you're up for an adventure, there's also the Ha Giang Loop, some of Vietnam's most amazing landscapes, but also the most dangerous roads in Vietnam, which is where I'm off to next. So I'm looking forward to sharing that with you soon too. So let's talk about who Sapa is for. I've met a retired couple trekking in the rice terraces. I've met solo travelers backpacking around Vietnam. I've met a family on mopeds just cruising around and checking out the town. Sapa is really for everyone. You don't fit into Sapa. Sapa just finds a way of fitting into you. When it comes to the internet here, you've got no problems. So for digital nomads, internet here is definitely fine. I'm uploading 4K video, so no problems at all. All right, cheers. Now let's dive into the daily budget. So beginning with the backpackers, you can budget for as little as $20 to $25 per person per day for traveling around Sapa. That includes accommodation and all your attractions. For mid-range travelers, couples, families, you're going to be looking at probably $50 to $100 a day, and for your luxury traveler, you can spend $200 per day plus. The luxury stays are available here if you are looking to spoil yourself as well. So Sapa can stretch you or spoil you. It really depends on what you're looking for. As for the best time of year to travel, you've got two of the main peak season. One is September and October. This is where you're going to find the green rice terraces in immaculate condition. The second high season is March through to May. That's springtime where the flowers blossom, and the rice terraces can look okay, but don't expect them to look immaculate condition. The other times to take note are winter time, which is December through to February. It sometimes even snows here during that time. So December is cold, foggy, and sometimes snowing. So of course, some of you will want to know what people don't like about Sapa. Sapa is not perfect. There is a clear language barrier a lot of the time. Not everyone here understands English. A lot of the restaurants and hotels will have staff with enough English to get by doing those jobs. So you may need to use Google Translate from time to time to get things done. Aggressive sales is part of Sapa. It is a bit of a theme park type feel to it because you will have village people dressed in clothes trying to sell you stuff all the time. They can be quite aggressive in their sales techniques, so just expect to be asked to buy stuff a lot. Weather here can change fast, so as you noticed just before, it was nice and sunny. You can see the clouds coming in over the background right now. So the clouds can roll in and the fog can just block your views as well. So it's not always picture perfect, nice sunny days. So you came here looking for an answer to, is it worth it? Should you come to Sapa? Well, if you're into rice terraces, mountain ranges like you see behind me, if you don't mind the occasional fog, it can add that nice cinematic touch. There's quite a few things to do. You can get out and enjoy the rice terraces. They are beautiful. Fansipan Legends, definitely worth visiting if you do come here. And I recommend Moana Sapa as well. Those 3 activities alone will just elevate the time here. If you're into that, then yes, Sapa is definitely worth it. It's not perfect Sapa, but then again, any place that stays with you isn't anyway. Therefore, if you're chasing something beautiful, Sapa definitely delivers. If you are coming to northern Vietnam, then I definitely recommend adding Ninh Bình to your itinerary. The place has stunning landscapes and lots of cultural activities to check out as well. I do have a video where I break down everything you need to know about Ninh Bình. It should pop up on your screen right here, so you can click to go watch it. Otherwise, have an awesome day.